You said never let me go. You said never let me go.
Hello guys, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to look at the topic Introduction to Electrolysis. In today's lesson we shall define electrolysis, state the principles of electrolysis, define electrolytic cells, state the factors that affect electrolysis, state the applications of electrolysis, advantages and disadvantages of electrolysis, and we shall conclude. So you are highly welcome.
You said never let me go.
Welcome back. Introduction to electrolysis. Electrolysis is a chemical process that uses electricity to drive a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. Electrolysis is a chemical process that uses electricity to drive a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. In simple terms, we can define electrolysis as a process of using a direct current to decompose a compound into its constituent elements. We can define electrolysis as a process of using a direct current to split a compound into its constituent elements. In my first definition, I said that electrolysis is the process of using electricity to drive a non-spontaneous chemical process. Yes, it is a non-spontaneous chemical process because electrolysis cannot occur by itself. A non-spontaneous chemical process is a process that cannot occur by itself without an input of an external energy. So we use a direct current to drive the process of electrolysis. Now let us look at some related terms to electrolysis. The first term here is electrolyte. An electrolyte is a substance that conducts electricity when dissolved in water or when it is molten. A substance that conducts electricity when dissolved in water or when it is in molten form. We have electrode. An electrode is a conductive material that serves as the interface for electric currents to enter and leave the electrolyte. Now let us see the principles of electrolysis. Electrolysis is based on the principle of Faraday's laws of electrolysis. And the first law states that the amount of a substance produced at each electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity that is passed through the electrolyte. The amount of a substance that is produced at the electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity that is passed through the electrolyte. The steps involved in electrolysis. The first step is that electric current is applied to the electrode, which are immersed in the electrolyte. Electric currents are applied to the electrode, which are immersed in the electrolyte. That's the first step. The second step involves the movement of the ions towards the right electrode. The movement of the ions towards the right electrode. The cat ions, that's a positively charged ion, will move towards the negative electrode, while the negatively charged ions will move towards the positive electrode. Now let's see the factors that affect electrolysis. The first factor here is current. Higher current increases the rate of electrolysis. As the higher the current, the faster the rate of electrolysis. Second one is voltage. Higher voltage overcomes higher resistance and drive the reaction more efficiently. That's the more the voltage, the more efficient the process. We have electrolyte concentration. Higher concentration of electrolyte increase the number of ions available in the reaction, and this will also increase the mass of substances that are produced at each electrode. We have temperature. Higher temperature increases the rate of ions movement and reaction. That means the temperature of the system has to be high enough for the process to occur. Now let's see some of the applications of electrolysis. The first application here is electroplating. electroplating, that is coating a metal with a thin layer of another metal for protection or for decoration. Coating a metal with a thin layer of another metal for protection or decoration. The second one is production of chlorine. Production of chlorine, that is by the electrolysis of brine. We can electrolyze brine, that's salt water, to get chlorine. And of course, chlorine has crucial industrial applications. Now we have aluminum refining, as extraction of aluminum from aluminum oxide. And of course, aluminum has many applications, such as in the making of electrical wires and in the making of roofing sheets or roofing materials. They also have electrolysis of water, splitting of water into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, of course, hydrogen and oxygen are important gases. Now, let us see some advantages and disadvantages of electrolysis. Electrolysis offers several advantages. One is the production of high purity products. It produces high purity product that has versatile application, and the process can also be controlled. The process of electrolysis can be controlled precisely. That is advantage. Now, one of the disadvantages is that it requires a significant energy input. That is, the process is costly, it requires a large amount of current, and it can also be hazardous. It can be hazardous if not handled properly. All right. Now, in summary, electrolysis is the splitting of a compound into its constituent elements by the use of a direct current. Electrolysis is the splitting of a compound into its constituent elements by the use of a direct current. It is used in electroplating, the extraction of metals, and in the production of substances. The process is used to produce substances of high purity, although it is an expensive one. All right, thank you very much and have a good day.